Today I'm putting each Olympic hockey team into the NHL. That means, yes, Connor McDavid is here leading a ridiculous Team Canada. I mean, look at this roster. Jack Eichel, the Kachuk Bros, the Hughes Bros leading a really good Team USA. I am concerned. They look so good. A bunch of guys are leading Team Italy. I don't know any of these guys. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have some fun. And I'm just getting ahead of this now. This is not a realistic simulation video. It's a complete hypothetical, a fantasy world that we're gonna live in, and it's gonna be fun. And I specifically mentioned that because look at this. The Edmonton Oilers, is that Connor McDavid? It is Connor McDavid. It's also Leon Draisaitl, who's both on the Oilers and on Team Germany. That's right. We've got duplicate star players in this universe. I'm allowing players to represent both their Olympic country and their current day NHL team because, well, I like chaos. To set this video up, I replaced the bottom 13 teams currently in the NHL based on points percentage. My apologies if you're a fan of a bad team like me with the Canucks. And yeah, you did hear that correctly. 13 teams replaced, even though there's only 12 in the Olympics. I wanted one final twist in this video, and to get that, I built a fictional Team Russia. Now, we all know they're not competing in the Olympics for political reasons, but for hockey reasons, that's unfortunate because this is easily a top 3 or 4 roster in the world in terms of international hockey. And I mean, if you don't believe me, look at their goaltending tandem. Vazzy, Shesterkin, Bobrovsky's off the bench. Sorokin's not even here. It's actually ridiculous how good they are. With all that being said, though, the setup, I hope, is clear. This is going to be wild. Can a current day NHL team keep up with Team Canada or Team USA? We're about to find out. Okay, I jumped ahead to roughly mid-season. In the Atlantic Division, Team Sweden is leading the way, but only 54 points. They aren't romping through the league. Montreal is there. Finland and Toronto, those look like 4 clear playoff teams. Latvia is not so much. In the Metro, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's more like it. Team USA is indeed romping through the competition. 35 wins already. Looks like they're going to be the only international playoff team in the division. Germany and Italy has 2 wins. That is so rough. Over in the Western Conference, I put Russia in the really stacked Central Division, and they're playing well. 28 wins, 59 points. Czechia, oh, I thought they'd be more competitive. My guy Phil Hronek, Switzerland, they're almost out of it already. And finally, the Pacific Division. What in the world? Canada is not first in their division. All right, okay. Yeah, Denmark, Slovakia, and France are all bad. Canada, they're scoring over 4 goals a game. Surely they'll pick it up in the second half. And look at that. I was curious how the season sim, the stats would go. Connor McDavid leading the league, but this is Oilers version of Connor. I would have thought Team Canada version. Willie Nylander on Sweden. Okay, our best international forward so far. But after another time jump, we are here at the end of the regular season. It's David Pastrnak for Czechia, 62 goals. Mikko Rantanen for Dallas, not Finland, 61. And Nikita Kucherov, 3 players scoring 60 plus points. Oh, this is Lightning version of Kucherov, not Russia. Also way up there in goals is Leon Draisaitl for Team Germany. David Pastrnak, I didn't even notice, top 5, both his versions. And Kucherov too. Okay, I could read a little bit more. Anyways, yeah, Kaprizov, is that Team Russia? No, it's Minnesota Kaprizov. Leading the league in points is Nikita Kucherov. He has 2 versions, both his versions in the top 10, but it's Lightning version with the Art Ross, followed up by Connor on Team Canada, who really turned it on. Connor on Team Edmonton. Team Edmonton, you know what I'm saying. Nate the Great, that's from Team Canada. Okay, so Canada rocking with McKinnon and McDavid, probably on the same line. I will double check that. Willie Nee, a really good season from Sweden. I did have injuries on, by the way. This is Leon from Germany. I guess I'll scroll down a bunch more of these names. You can see Macklin, that's got to be Team Canada. Yeah, Team Canada, Macklin hitting the century mark. Sid the Kid from Team Canada. Bro, Canada must have really picked it up because they were not simulating well. Both versions of David Pastrnak finished with 94 points. I just picked up on that. Quinn Hughes, that's Minnesota Wild version. Interesting. Jack Hughes. There's so much to look at in this simulation. Team USA Jack Hughes. I did mention Quinn Hughes. He is up there with Zach Werenski. Man, they are going to be so deadly at the Olympics, those two. Looks like, is that Cal from Colorado? So maybe the international defenseman had more trouble putting up points. There's Rasmus Dahlin. Wait, was Roman Josi from Switzerland? All right, there's our best international producing defenseman. Oh my word, Philip Gustafsson, 54 wins. Okay, obviously Sweden simulated well. America must have as well. Helly only played 56 games. Logan Thompson for Canada. So So the Swedes really relied on Gustafsson. Fair enough. Ilya Sorokin showing he should have been on Team Russia. I actually didn't put him on there. Actually, speaking of the Russians, Vasilevsky, this is Lightning version. They must have really split time. Vasi on Team Russia, 46 games. All right, injuries were on in this simulation. I wonder if that affects things. Award winners, we saw that Kuch did win Art Ross once again. What a play. I feel like Nikita Kucherov is somehow underrated. Just monster numbers every single season. The Hart, though, goes to Connor from Team Canada. Maybe the awards voters were like, there's two versions of the man just killing it. We got to give one of them the Hart. James Norris goes to Makar on Team Canada. I think he was like 8th or 9th in points. That's interesting. I think the Colorado version had more points. Lady Bing goes to William Nylander. Good representation of his great season, I guess. Calder Memorial goes to Beckett. Vezina goes to Philip Gustafsson. He had, what, 54 wins, set a new record. Fair enough. Oh, Frank J. Selke goes to Sid the Kid because Alex Barkov was not in this universe. He's injured, so he's not playing for Finland, and the Panthers didn't qualify for this video. So Sid gets it by default, not even the Team Canada version. Pasternak wins Maurice Richard. We already saw that. And last but certainly not least, Ted Lindsay. Once again, Connor McDavid. Can Canada come through in the playoffs now? Will be the question. As starting in the Pacific Division, whoa, Canada really picked it up. I don't know what their points pace was, but they finished with 62 wins. Back half of the year, they killed it. Their goals, wow, they were at like just over 4. They were almost at 5 goals per game. Slovakia, Denmark, France all come up short. In the Central, this could be huge. Team Canada edges out Russia in the Western Conference by 1 point. If those two play in the conference finals, ooh, man, but Russia was obviously very good. Czechia and Switzerland do not qualify for the playoffs. Oh, but Canada, was good. They turned it around. Not as good as USA. 66 wins, 137 points. Not as many goals for per game, but with Hellebuck back there, certainly they kept it out. They will have home ice advantage in the Stanley Cup Final should they get there. Germany and Italy. Wow, Italy had 6 wins. That's so funny. And last but not least, Sweden. Okay, we really had a big 4. USA, Russia, Sweden, Canada, all at that 125, 126 plus point mark. Finland does sneak into the playoffs. That's good. We've got 2 international sides per conference. I love it. As we look at the playoff bracket, I will admit I did put some thought into where each team was situated because now we could get Russia, Canada in the Western Conference Final. We could get USA, Sweden in the East Final. And yeah, I do think those are the 4 best rosters. I don't know though. Finland, even without Sasha Barkov, maybe they can throw a wrench into things early here in the first round. Okay, I don't want to, scare anybody. I don't want to fearmonger here. Canada, they are not exactly comfortable in this series against Minnesota. They are down 1-0. This is game 6, by the way. I don't need to make it seem more dramatic than it is, but Canada, okay, they're down 2-0. Logan Thompson in net. They do get one back. Yeah, Sam Reinhart. I thought they went down 3-1. Okay, I would tell you guys if this was game 7. It's not game 7, but Canada, I mean, you don't want to go to a game 7, right? Oh my goodness, Sidney Crosby came through. Thank goodness. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Canada is well out shooting Minnesota. Quinn Hughes, Kirill Kaprizov trying to hold it off. They cannot though. Former Canuck Bo Horvat and Cal Makar makes it 4-2. Minnesota was this close to causing some true chaos in this video. But the Canadians do end up coming through, as did Russia, a 5-game series victory over Vegas. So Canada and Russia survive in the Western Conference, as does Team USA. They dropped 2 games to Ottawa. Sweden dropped 2 games to Finland, but all 4 of our international heavyweights did survive round 1. Not exactly comfortably, though, I'll say again. Round 1 scoring leaders, Sebastian Aho, Mikko Rantanen, a couple Finns, but for their NHL sides, makes sense. Same with Nick Ehlers. Yeah, I think it's about this time Canada, USA, these loaded teams will probably be more balanced. Although Nikita Kucherov, basically 2 points a game for Russia. That's classic. Andrei Vasilevsky, also, I'm sure, suffocating 4-1. You know what? His save percentage and goals against wasn't that great. Hellebuck for the Americans, looking real good. And Gustafsson for Sweden. Oh no, it's going to be goaltending that takes Canada down in this video and possibly in the real life Olympics, even though I don't want to say it out loud. But now we've got some interesting second round matchups. Russia versus Detroit, who is in the Western Conference for this video. Canada versus Edmonton. That scares me. The Americans taking on Columbus. Sweden, Montreal. Okay, our all international Final 4 is still on the board. For some reason though, I don't think it's going to happen. Someone's going to mess up. Oh my gosh. I promise I didn't rig this video, y'all. That someone is going to be Team USA. They're down 3-1. What are Dude, I'm gonna get accused of rigging this video. Who knows what they're gonna say about me down below. A 6-5 loss for the Americans, then they won 6-5. I was just praising Hellebuck, but looks like he's kind of faltering in the playoffs. I'm also not trying to pick on the States, but they are our only international team right now that's in some trouble. Austin Matthews, the captain, does have them up 1-0 here in game 5. On to the second period we go. Matt Boldy gets him on the board 2-0. All right, Hellebuck, just shut the door. Maybe one more goal for support. There it is, right on cue, Jack Hughes. Oh no, I see. Helly, what are you doing, my guy? I skipped it. I thought this game was over. Surrenders 2 goals. Well, good thing they got that third. Am I right? Zach Werenski for Team USA. It could have been either way right there, but Werenski and McAvoy, the defense comes through. 5-3 the final. All right, Helly, you could still play a little better, I'm sure. Okay, and while I'm busy hating on Team USA, look at Team Sweden. They are also down 3-2. Are the Columbus Blue Jackets and Montreal Canadiens really going to wreck this for us? We are first going to simulate this Team USA game, then hopefully we can jump over and see if Sweden forces a Game 7. Oh no, Adam Fantilli and the enemy Zach Werenski has Columbus up 2-0 in this game. On the road, Nationwide Arena, is that still what they call it? Oh, it's so over. It is so over for the Americans. Marchenko, it's Ottinger in net. I just noticed it. Well, whoever they put back there should have brought Thatcher Demko. Just kidding. He's injured for the 9 millionth time in his career. Jack Hughes 3-1. You got to get another one before like the 6-minute mark to have some hope here, Team USA. The clock is ticking. We're going into 4-time simulation. No way. I mean, there's just no way, right? There is no way the Americans come back. 2 minutes left. Obviously, I'm hands off right now watching this game. Jake Sanderson, it's turned aside. Back to the point. Austin Matthews is out there. Quick snapshot, misses. Dylan Larkin. I mean, score effects are at play here. They're going to hem the Jackets in. Maybe not. Lundestrom up to Wood. They're going to clear the puck, kill some time. The Americans need a goal right here, right now. I mean, they're not going to get it. I just wanted to jump in to see Ottinger finally makes a save. You know what? Goaltending maybe hasn't come through for them the way you'd like to see, but all this firepower to produce 1 goal. Jet Greaves turns another one aside. 30 shots on goal for Team USA is not bad, but it's obviously not enough. 1 minute left. Well, just about. You can still make it happen. Dylan Larkin out there. Austin Matthews out there. Shots galore, but they're just being turned aside. No sustained pressure. Oh, there's a turnover. Quinn Hughes in front. No, that was Jack Hughes. Doesn't matter. Boldy, Hughes. Okay, they're gonna get a face-off. The net is empty. By the way, that was Quinn Hughes who got the chance in front. Man, you know, if you never would have left Vancouver, I don't know. I'm so salty. I don't know what I'm saying. Quinn Hughes floats a backhand. I know all my American viewers out there aren't gonna believe it because I'm so outspokenly Canadian in this video. Quinn Hughes once again floating a backhand. Wow, the rebound was there for Tage, but he couldn't make it happen. Zach Werenski deflected wide. Zach Werenski scored a big goal or 2 for Columbus. I know you all won't believe me. I did not want to see USA lose, at least this early. I needed Canada USA in my life, but it's not going to happen. Jet Greaves cannot be solved. Kyle Connor back to the point. Zach Werenski blocked. Zach Werenski blocked again. This is chaotic. Jack Eichel back to Werenski. All this talent out here. Quinn Hughes misses the net. How are the Columbus Blue Jackets doing this? It's shades of, what year was that? 2019 against the Lightning. Oh, they're always here for the upset. In the bubble against the Leafs, right? The Jackets are always doing it. Werenski breaks up a play for Columbus. One more puck cover. I knew it. I mean, I said a second ago, we weren't going to get all 4 international teams. I knew someone would mess up. I really didn't think it'd be the States. 137 points in the regular season. The EA Sim obviously loved them until we get to the playoffs. Crazy. Congrats, Columbus. Again, I'm not trying to celebrate the Team USA downfall. I'm curious where it went wrong for them. Matthews was great. Werenski was really good for both him and for both USA and the Jackets. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Larkin, Quinn Hughes. I mean, looks like secondary scoring after Matthews. There wasn't, I mean, I don't think they scored enough goals. This is going to be really basic analysis. I also think they surrendered too many goals. Hellebuck in the playoffs, a 905, 281 goals against. Not good enough. They turned to Jake Ottinger for 1 game with the season on the line, and he didn't come through. I mean, I feel bad for you Americans. I can't believe what I just saw. But we have no recourse now except to move on. Sweden finds themselves in the exact same pickle. They are down 3-2 in the series. They're on the road. They are tied 2-2 after 20. I don't know. Sweden, in my opinion, has the 4th best roster of the ones we're seeing in this video. As we get through the second period, it's now 3-3. I don't think they have enough offensive firepower, but how are they surrendering 3 goals to Montreal? They have the Vezina winner. They've got a stacked defensive core. score. You've got to be able to lock it down right here. They can't find a goal, though. We are into the final moment. 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Somebody's got to get a goal here. I don't want to watch overtime. It's only game 6. Sweden 40+ shots on net. Montembeault standing on his head for the Canadians. Wow. Wow. And not for Team Canada. You know what I'm talking about. Montreal Canadiens. We've got OT. And I'm going to make a rule right here, right now. You can call me lazy if you want. I'm not sitting through an overtime game unless it's game 7. We might go there. So let's watch it from here. Who will be the team to break the ice? Can Montreal eliminate every international team from the Eastern Conference? They cannot. Elias Lindholm, a former Vancouver Canuck for like 3 months. Yeah, makes it happen. 46 shots for Sweden. They did not want to go home. A game 7 has been forced in that series, but in the Western Conference, Russia and Canada both handled business. Connor McDavid got the better of Connor McDavid. Anyways, we'll get to that momentarily. But first, we have to see if one international team will stay alive in the Eastern Conference. Hedman's got the Swedes on the board in game 7. Interesting. Josh Anderson beating Vezina Trophy winner Philip Gustafsson to tie it at 1. Here we go. Second period. Oh my goodness. Texier, Carrier, Lucas Raymond. Dog. These loaded teams, they are choking in the second round. Now Sweden's back is against the wall. Kirby Dach. Are you kidding me? Of all the players to score on Philip Gustafsson, it's a reclamation project. I think Montreal is doing this. Okay, wait a minute. Ricard Raquel. It's back to a 1-point game. You got to get one. You got to force overtime here, Sweden. Oh my word. Game 7. Oh, power play. Okay. The Swedes killed off that power play. 2 minutes left. Can they find a goal? Elias Pettersson. Yeah, he should probably not be out here in this situation. Jesper Bratt. He probably should. Turned aside Petey. Board played along the boards. Adrian Kempe coming in to help. The puck is poked loose. Rasmus Dahlin gets bodied. That out like interference. Are you kidding me? Patrick Laine outside to Slavkovsky, not playing for Team Slovakia in this game. Well, you know, he was earlier in the video. Anyways, I'm vamping for no reason. Adrian Kempe dangerous off the rush, but that's too easy. Blocker to side by Montembeault. Kempe back to the point. Dahlin lets it fly. Montembeault equal to the task. We've got Sweden's first line out there. Raymond Zabinajad and William Nylander, easily their best forward, at least in terms of how he's playing, if he's healthy, that is. Noah Dobson carrying up ice for Montreal, killing clock. That's all they want to do. Caulfield robbed by Gustafsson. He could not have had a better look from the slot. I mean, Sweden has to figure out how to create a few quality chances here. Will we see a goal during the simulation in this video? I am not sure. Puck played behind the net. Zabinajad can't pick it up. Kirby Dach, he of the big-time Game 7 goal. He's in some trouble. He gets it away, though. Dobson, can they break out? Montreal, hello? Lane Hudson, snubbed by Team USA. He might make it to the second round pass or to the third round pass. Team USA turns the puck over, though. Zabinajad back to Dahlin. He's been out there this whole time, and he stopped. Montembeault keeps it alive. What in the world? That was a ballsy play. 50 seconds left. For some reason, Sweden has not pulled their goalie yet. Rasmus Anderson not picking up the puck. You've got to go, Team Sweden. Here it is. Here it is. William Nylander breaking out. Oh, Elias Pettersson on the ice. My guy, I need you to come through. Turns the puck over. Alex Newhook up to Phil Dano. It really happened. 2 teams losing in the second round. Somebody please tell me how that's possible. I don't believe it. And with Team USA and Team Sweden eliminated, it's anticlimactic, but we basically got our Stanley Cup Final now in the West Finals. The 60-win Team Russia taking on the 62 regular season win Team Canada. I mean, maybe one of these teams chokes in the finals, but this should be a doozy of a series. I won't jump into any action until it's really getting down to the wire, but we will slow sim. Each of these games, we might as well see who makes an impact. 3-1 in game 1 for Canada through a period. Maybe they're just heating up. Macklin, Celebrini, they're licking their chops. They know USA, Sweden have been eliminated. It's there for the taking. Cal McCarr finishes it off, and that's 1-0 for the good guys. I mean, for Team Canada. I guess I should be unbiased here as a commentator. Actually, who really cares? Are there any Russians watching me? If there are, what's up? Ovi and Orlov scoring. Logan Thompson starting for Canada. I was curious. I didn't notice in that first game. Okay, this is going to be a series. 5-2. Did Logan get pulled? We'll never know. They lose game 2. And in terms of a real-life playoff series, Russia just split on the road. They kind of take control of this series now. Crazy international travel for this 7-game series, but here we go. It's like the Summit Series of 1972. I know we all are old enough to remember that. Horvat, I feel like I've seen him score a few goals here. Coming up big for Team Canada. 2-1. We finally have a close game into the third period. Marchand beats Vasilevsky. I know Canada's goaltending isn't elite in this tournament, but from here, they should be able to shut things down. Okay, Russia finds one more goal, but Sam Reinhart, very clutch in big moments, has an insurance marker. effort. It ends 5-3. Mitchkov beats Logan Thompson. Yeah, it's never going to be finally over with this goaltending situation, but the Canadians will take a 2-1 series lead, a chance to really grab a stranglehold of the series. Macklin Celebrini, by the way, seen him score a couple goals, is tied for the team lead in points. Sid the Kid, the old man member of this team, gets him on the board. Marchenko and Sid again exchange goals. Canada, you've got to shut it down now. They have 33 shots to 15 for Russia. Absolute domination. You know Vasilevsky is equal to the task in these games, but Brad Marchand gets his second and third goal of the series. The veterans coming through for Team Canada. Connor McDavid gets the insurance marker. I did not make this video just to glaze Team Canada for my own ego, but they are up 3-1, probably going to win this series and possibly the video. We are into the waning moments of this thing. I'm not going to jump in because it's only game 5. Gavrikov beats Logan Thompson. Canada's going to have to wait to advance. Wait, a late power play, and it's Macklin. The kid does it, ties the game up. Into OT we go. Will it be a quick goal again? Canada to the power play. Wow. Russia to the power play. Okay, these teams probably should be more disciplined in overtime. We hit the midway point of overtime 1. Both goalies playing well. Canada is nearing 50 shots. I just noticed that. Andrei Vasilevsky keeping Russia in it, and it's going to go to double OT. What a battle this is. We're not going to get out of double OT. Are we 55 shots for Canada? I think it was Russia. I think it was Russia. Kucherov, the man, the myth, the legend. Wow. On the road, Kucherov, what a big time goal, but that was all Vasi. 52 saves on 56 shots. Dude, even in OT, they just kept pouring it on. All that glazing I did, and Canada might just be choking this series away. Russia grabs home ice advantage for game 6. Here we go. First period, the Canadians go. Sidney Crosby, but what am I witnessing right now? Absolute greatness. He is now leading the Canadians in scoring. I don't know where Connor and Nate are this series. Oh, Cal McCarr, Pratt. It's all Marchand and Sidney Crosby. Logan Thompson or whoever's in net finally coming through. The Russians, Kucherov. Of course it was Kucherov scoring on Logan Thompson. Just shut him down now. From here on out, nothing more. Malkin gets one. Uh-oh. Oh no, Kucherov again. 3 unanswered in the third period. You've got to be kidding me, Canada. Score before overtime. You can't let this thing go to OT again. No way. They're not going to beat Vasilevsky. Oh, brother. Yeah, I got to jump in. What choice do I have? All right, here we go. After a double OT classic, which was won by Nikita Kucherov, he scores 2 goals in the third period. Logan Thompson still in net, I'm pretty sure. Obviously not that reliable. Vasilevsky on the other side, coming off a 52 save game. I mean, the stakes are high for Canada. This is not the best spot for them to be in, but how many game breakers do you need to make a play here? Canada has all of them. Honestly, though, because this is OT and it could go like literally 4 hours here while I'm going to probably stop talking. I'm just going to watch the action. Let's hope we get a goal before too long. Thankfully for all of us, I did not have to wait long to see a game-winning goal. Oh, there it is. Very quickly, it is Team Canada. Sam Reinhart, he of the very many big goals, and look who it was setting him up. Sid the Kid Crosby. What a freaking living legend, man. Team Russia in shambles, down 3-1. They won an instant classic in double OT. Almost did it again in game 6, but it was Sidney Crosby, Captain Canada, a disgusting playoff beard on that man, setting up Sam Reinhart, the pride of British Columbia. We love to see it. The Canadians do indeed survive to the Stanley Cup Final, which isn't all that surprising, shouldn't be for anyone. The fact that they're playing the Columbus Blue Jackets, absolutely shocking. Not at all what I thought would happen in this video, but what can you do? I said that Canada-Russia was basically the cup final of this video. We'll see if that reigns true or if Columbus can take down another heavyweight. Unfortunately, they do not win game 1. Canada gets a lead. Canada defends home ice. They take game 2 convincingly. And back to Columbus for game 3. It's all Canada, baby. This is making it even more baffling. This domination from Team Canada. These games have not been close. How did the Jackets beat Team Canada, Team America, who are basically just as stacked as the Canadians? It really doesn't make sense. Matthew Olivier, really? What? Okay. All right, Columbus. What? Mitch Marner. Logan Thompson, can you make a save, please? Mark Stone. What a chaotic third period. It's now 6-4. It is now 7-4 for Canada. One more goal for Sam Reinhart. Wow, here it is. I put all 12 Olympic hockey teams into the NHL plus Russia, simulated a season, and like a casual, I forgot to watch the Stanley Cup Trophy celebration. But yeah, Team Canada in a sweep over Columbus of all teams. Conn Smythe as playoff MVP goes to Sidney Crosby. What an absolute GOAT. I love that. I love that happened. Obviously, I'm a bit biased here, but wow, Sid the Kid really made it happen. Let me know if you enjoyed this video down below. I had a blast recording it, and not just because Canada won. Like, who would have seen Team USA getting upset? Anyways, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new.